Hello, my dear ladies and gentlemen. Here at this point of time, I'm gonna talk about something special for you, and I will be reading this, and you need to consider it for some time. And in the last, you will understand that we all were understanding something a stance, and that was not correct, right? So here I will be reading something, and we need to consider it carefully. If I say mutual agreement, so what is there in your mind which is striking at this point of time, my dear ladies and gentlemen? Please understand it. If I say respected sir, like that, I'm going to read something, you need to understand it. Old record, old memories, unintentional mistakes, unexpected surprise, regular pattern, final conclusion, final destination, come across suddenly, recent update, despite of, kindly requested, two twins, return back, await for. So when I read this, you might be understanding something, and I think this might be striking in your mind also, that agreement, if I say mutual agreement, it means what? It's nonsense to say, right? Agreement is always mutual, so why we are using this word mutual before it? And we know that usage of more than required word is not legal. We are not allowed to use more than required words, and in English literature that is called superfluous. What is that? That is called superfluous. So I hope I'm able to make you understand that what is superfluous. If we are using more than required words in a sentence, in a paragraph, then definitely we are committing mistakes, and in English literature that is termed as superfluous. If I say respected sir, if I'm going to say someone sir, it means I'm showing my full respect towards him. So why am I putting respected before it? It's nonsense, right? And many people, just by saying this, I do not mean to question the goodwill of other people who know it, nor do I mean to question the goodwill of other who is not committing these mistakes. But I'm trying to make you understand that why. But still, many people say respected sir, respected sir, right? That is not good to say. We need to say sir, it means we are paying our full respect towards him. If I say old record means what? Record means something which is past, which is old, right? So why we are using old before it? It's also nonsense to say. If I say old memories, if I say old memories, memories is also past, it's also old. So why? I have seen many a time in Facebook, Instagram, or on WhatsApp that many people put the status, just by putting a picture they show their feeling, right? So while putting their picture they write like that, old memories. It's nonsense, my dear ladies and gentlemen, please understand it. It should be like that, memories only, right? Memories is also old, so why we are using it? It's nonsense, right? I have also heard many a time many people say I have got advance notice. It's also not nonsense, my dear ladies and gentlemen. Notice is always come in advance, so why we are using advance before it? It is not correct to say. If I say unintentional mistakes, mistakes is also unintentional. No one is going to commit mistake just by knowing it. It is happen without our conscious, right? It's happened suddenly, so why we are using that? Unexpected surprise, oh my god. If we are saying surprise, it means it is unexpected. Unexpected means what? Which we have never considered, which we have never expected, right? And it happens, right? Suppose in our family, our father has bought a new laptop, right? So what we say? Oh my god, it's surprise for me. Without saying it further, if he is bringing a laptop for us, then we can say it's surprise for us, right? So I think I'm able to make you understand, my dear ladies and gentlemen. If I say regular pattern, patterns are always regular in nature, so why we are using regular before it? If I say final conclusion as well, many people say it's my final conclusion. It's nonsense, my dear ladies and gentlemen. What we need to say? We need to say it's conclusion, because conclusion is final, right? Final destination as well. Destination means what? Wherever we are approaching, if it's our final point, it means that is our destination, right? And that should be, there should not be final. Before destination is always final position where we are going to approach. So why we are using final before it? It's also nonsense. Come across suddenly. Yeah, here we need to understand more things. What is that? Come across is a phrasal verb which means suddenly or meet by chance. So why we are using suddenly after it? It's nonsense, right? We need not to use suddenly after it, because come across is also a sudden meeting, right? And if I move further, then we will end up understanding that recent updates, yeah, in mobile phone as well, I have seen in many websites as well, it shows recent updates. It's nonsense again. Why? Because updates are recent. So why we are using recent before it? It's also nonsense, my dear ladies and gentlemen. And please do not commit this mistake in your life further. Right? If I say despite of, here it is tricky somehow. I have written here despite means in spite of. If it is involving of in it, then why we are using of once again? It's nonsense. We need not to use of, right? If I say kindly requested, oh my god. If we are requesting someone, so why we are using kindly? Kindly means also requesting someone else, right? We are paying our respect. So why these sorts of things is there? We need not to use, right? If I say two twins, twins means pair of two, right? So why we are using two? It's nonsense. If I say return back, many people say, oh my god, return back. If I'm saying back, so why we are using return, right? If we are saying return, then why we are using back? It's nonsense, right? If I say await for, it is also tricky here, and we need to pay more attention rather than all the things. Await means what? Waiting for. Although there is a major difference between wait and await, right? If I will have some time, then definitely I will put a video on it. But await means what? Await is something which means wait for. We can say it is the conclusion of wait for. So there is for, so why we are using for once again? It's nonsense, right? And we need not to use it. I have written it down here. Despite means in spite of. Await means wait for. And I have also written it down here that usage of more than required words is not valid, and we need not to use it, and it is called superfluous in English literature, and one should know it. I hope it might be helpful for you, my dear ladies and gentlemen. If you feel that it is going to help you in your English communication, in your learning English, then do like it and do subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. It will be a great thing, my dear ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being with me. Have a great time further.